by the visiting team to disrupt Efes on their first trip down the floor. So Booker to the corner, Zach LeDay, and he nets the three-pointer. A 6-point lead once again as PJ Dozier lets it fly, and back-to-back buckets for PJ Dozier, who is feeling it. Gianpaolo Ricci defending, high line zone being played by Milan, which means there's plenty of space at mid-range to exploit. Oh, what a wonderful underhanded scoop. And that gives you all those things can affect the shot. That is a presence of the shot blocker. Doesn't necessarily have to block them. What a feed from PJ Dozier, who is dishing dimes beautifully. His first of the night. So Lloyd, pursued by Bolmaro, sees a seam rejected by Bryant Dunstan. Slapping that shot away to deny Jordan Lloyd on his drive to the rack. Terrific rim protection for incumbent of that position, and that is Walter Eddie Tavares of Los Blancos. So Jordan Lloyd with the head fake hits the two-pointer off the pull-up. What a delightful move from Jordan Lloyd. Sestina onto the floor for the first time tonight. Sestina fakes the corner three, gets his way to the edge of the lane. Fade away J over Kai Jones and drops it in his eye. Shields from the wing rattles around, and another offensive rebound. Finished at the goal by Shavon Shields. Weaving his way through traffic as Goodrich squeezes it out to Ellis. Extra pass to Shavon Shields, back out to Goodrich. Shot clock now in the red. Goodrich down the lane, slapped out of bounds emphatically by Kai Booker. The advantage once again, second 6-point lead of the period for Efes. Three-pointer drilled confidently by Marko Guduric. Second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. As the corner three ball sunk confidently by Zach LeDay after he used his quickness to beat his defender. So the tie is short-lived, but now Milan regain the lead for the first time since 14-16, courtesy of that second consecutive three-ball sunk by Zach LeDay, who is shooting the ball beautifully. 80% from downtown on the 5 3-pointers he's attempted. And it's too easy, this high-line zone being picked apart unmercifully. Milan leading by 1. Larkin from the sideline logo. Bullet feed finds a cutting Roland Schmitz. A delightful dish from Shane Larkin. Roland Schmitz with the finish, and Larkin with his 6th helper of the night. Remember, Anadolu Efes Istanbul rock bottom in the EuroLeague in terms of assists, averaging just 16.3 per game. But that's their 11th helper tonight, testament to the fact that they are sharing the rock. That's a tough finish from Zach LeDay. Gets it out to Goodrich. Weiler-Babb defending, Booker setting a screen. Moon ball out to Quinn Ellis. Working the jab step, one dribble, pull up, and he drilled the three-pointer in the eye of Shane Larkin. As Weiler-Babb hoping for a foul, nothing doing. He's slow to get back to his feet. It's a 3-on-2 for Efes. And the speedy penetration from Quinn Ellis. Remember, Milan have hit 3 3-pointers in a row. Shavon Shields working the handle, gets Ercan Osmani off his feet, goes glass. What a beautiful finish from Shavon Shields. Working the dribble fantastically, getting Ercan Osmani off his feet, and then over the outstretched arm of the high-flying, shot-blocking rim protector. The visiting team that is disrupting the flow that Efes established to such good effect in the second quarter. Backdoor cut from Leandro Bolmaro is finished with a two-fisted flush. So Bolmaro offloads to Bryant Dunstan. Bryant Dunstan catching on the cut. And Zach LeDay looking for another three ball. This one off the top of the backboard. Nick Weiler-Babb runs down the rebound, collides with Nico Mannion, and the alley-oop completed by Jordan Lloyd. So Shavon Shields, Ercan Osmani kicks to the corner. PJ Dozier to the dots. Oh, that's a delightful underhanded dish to the awaiting Ercan Osmani, who's entering a crucial passage of the period here now. 2-minute exchange between Dozier and Larkin. Larkin on the catch, 1-2 stop, and drilled the three-pointer. Shane Larkin. This a run of 7 points without reply. 14-3 when you take a wider perspective. Well, you heard Zach LeDay demanding the basketball during the timeout. Efes' last lead was at 48-45 in the third quarter as PJ Dozier drops off Zach LeDay and gets the shooter's roll. PJ Dozier moves to 22 points in the game. Going one-on-one with Shane Larkin. Larkin down in his defensive stance. Gambling is Nick Weiler-Babb. Splitting the back. His gap is Goodrich, and he gets the mid-range J to fall to put his team up by 3. We've got 6 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. PJ Dozier one-on-one with Devin Booker. He pulls it back out to the half-court logo, gives himself running room, puts Devin Booker on skates, pump fake, pulls the trigger and drills it from downtown. Fixture, and then we get 2 in 2 nights, and this is the 3-ball that tied things up. Beautiful body control from PJ. 3 of 4 shooting from deep, and now with the shot clock not a factor, a score of any description here could well win it for Milan, but it's been dispossessed by the EuroLeague's best defender. Developments here at the Turkcell Basketball Development Center. Nick Weiler-Babb. A field goal of any description could well be decisive. Larkin with the inbound. They get it into Ercan Osmani. He's not made a move. He's going to have to fire a difficult 2-pointer. It's off the side iron. And we are going to overtime. Will somebody be able to take the ball by the horns in that respect and attack the lane as Goodrich looking for back-to-back threes for Milan, and it's 2 maximums for the visiting team. Dare I say it, it's been the same for both teams. As Lloyd one-on-one with Quinn Ellis, Osmani in the vicinity. Jordan Lloyd keeping his handle. What a feed through a crowded lane. PJ Dozier with his second steal of the night to dispossess Devin Booker. Shane Larkin sees a lane, attacks out to Nick Weiler-Babb. 3-pointer is strung beautifully. Weiler-Babb checking the shot clock. Fakes the 3. Goodrich forcing him left. Weiler-Babb driving. It's a crowded lane, and he gets the field goal to fall. 21 seconds of difference between the shot clock and the game clock. PJ Dozier on the night of his new career high pulls up from the top of the key and strings it sweetly. Shavon Shields looks at the 3. Ercan Osmani with 3 fouls. Bumps Shavon Shields, and he answers the call, connecting from downtown on his 5th 3-pointer of the game. We are all square, 84 points apiece, as Shavon Shields coming up huge in the clutch. Timeout on the floor. The shot clock is not a factor. Dozier double team by Goodrich. Top of the key, is pivoting, he's turning, he's fading, and he doesn't get the shooter's roll, and we are going to a double overtime. But he has been a valuable contributor for Efes tonight as Shavon Shields. Oh my goodness, this is an outstanding shooting display. Surely it's a case of giving the ball and get out of the way. 6 3-pointers made is a new career high, and off the pump fake he's looking to make it 7, but Devin Booker alert on the offensive glass. Found Ellis. Ellis defended by Shane Larkin, crosses him up, stops at the high post and rattles home the mid-range J. Quinn Ellis with a huge... Shane Larkin gets to the 3-point line, lets it fly, but that's short, and that'll do it. What an epic encounter we have just witnessed here at the Turkcell Basketball Development Center in Istanbul. It is EA7 Emporio Armani Milan whose determined defensive effort prevented Efes from securing the shots that they had to win it at the end of regulation and the end of the first overtime. And it's EA7 Emporio Armani Milan who prevail in this marathon double overtime thriller by a 4-point margin.